Hello everyone. Um, this is kind of a rambly rant type thing. Rambling about this company that I have to go through. Um, this company called Securus, which if you don't know what they who they are and what they do, then I'll just give you a basic rundown. They're basically um a company that handles installation and the service of uh, correctional facility visitation, and I have to use it because the facility where my boyfriend is incarcerated at, that facility uses uh, Securus as their uh, visit and phone provider. So, yeah. But what sucks is, first of all, every visit costs $5.96, rounded up to $6, because what the fuck is what is 3 cents more if you're already paying $6 bloody dollars for a 30-minute call? So what you do is you schedule. You have a account, and you schedule a call for a particular day at a particular time, and you pay for it. The calls are prepaid, so you pay for it when you schedule it. And when it comes time for the call, like 2 minutes before the call is officially sanctioned to begin. So, like, let's say I'm calling my boyfriend at 7 o'clock or 7:05. Then I could go into the website, sign in, start the visit at 7:03, make sure everything is set up, and when it comes to when 7:05 comes around, he doesn't need to worry about me not joining because I'm already in the system. So, yeah. But I don't know. The calls, the quality is like, it's not that bad. It could be better, but it's not that bad. It's what you would usually expect uh, from a jail call service, which, if you've ever used a jail phone or known someone who has, then you would know they're not the greatest. But yeah. But what really sucks is when you pay for a visit and you join a visit and the inmate doesn't show up. He doesn't show up. And that's what just happened to me. Now, I don't know if it was my boyfriend's fault, like, if my boyfriend just didn't want to talk to me, which I find that to be hard to believe, because who doesn't like getting visits when you're in jail and prison? So I chalk it up to be either technical error, or the guards were lazy as fuck and didn't tell him, or the guards told him but they were lazy as fuck and they didn't bring him down to the little visitation room that they have. So yeah, he didn't join, and I mean, I'm gonna clear it up the next time I talk to him. we do alternating weeks. So like 1 week I call him, next week he calls me. This was the week that he called me, or that I called him. So next week when he calls me, I will get to the bottom of why he didn't join, which it might also have to do with the fact that I didn't schedule it at our usual time because I didn't have access to the usual timestamp. Because when you go in to schedule it, after you pick the day, you have to pick the time. And my normal timestamp, like, the visits are in 30-minute blocks. So, 30-minute blocks. So from 7:05 to 7:25, from 7 to 7:30, you get the idea. The visits are 30 minutes apiece, and my time that I was usually set to call him, which is 7:05 on a Friday, was not available. So I scheduled it at 7:55 because I wanted him to give him 5 minutes to, wake up and get whatever he was doing. I don't know what they do. Probably sleep, right? Sleep more. I don't know. I've never been to jail myself, so I don't know what they do. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, and it makes me kind of angry because like I pay. Okay, so it's like I pay for these visits, the $6 visits, and they're $6 a piece. So I pay $6, and it doesn't happen. So that's $6 wasted. And I mean, Securus, they deserve a lot of hate because of what they've been doing with, phasing out in-person visitation, because I'm one of the people who believes that physical contact is the best thing for a person when you're in a traumatic situation, and if you're over a computer, there's no physical contact that you can make with them. So yeah, I guess I should be thankful though. Some visits, like I know in I think it's Virginia, which uses a different visitation company, but some visits they're like $15 for 30 minutes, and I just find that ridiculous. Like I find okay, so I find it okay. So the way me and my boyfriend contact each other, we write letters, which is free except for the stamps, and we do phone calls, we do these online visits, and the online visits are $6 a piece. I pick up the tab with those. The phone calls, and the phone calls are 15-minute blocks, and they're $4 a piece. Well, technically 26 cents a minute, which that, if you do the math, it rounds out to about $4 if it doesn't land on $4 evenly. But so I'm charged $6 for 30 minutes. He's charged $4 for 15 minutes, and I mean, those prices, they make it expensive to visit. Not just for him, because obviously more things he could be doing with that money. Uh, he has access to commissaries. He can buy himself, like, I don't know, chips, uh, hygiene items, toothpaste. I don't know what I don't know what they give you. But I know he has access to commissaries, so he can spend that money on the commissary store. And I, obviously, me being out in the world, you know, I have other things that I need to do with my money as well. So it sucks all the way around. It's a bad situation, and supporting someone who's incarcerated, especially at a jail, is it gets expensive really fast. Like I did the math a few weeks ago on the on the on the total cost. So I took the $6 a week. Back then it was $12 a week since I was doing visits 2 times a week. Now I only do them 1 time, so that's $6 a week, $12 for 2 weeks. But that's $12 in a month. You put that over 3 months' expenses, that adds up quickly. I think the number that I got was around 142, and that's just like, why? Like, don't price gouge us when we're, like, when someone is incarcerated, they are at they and their family members and their friends are at a difficult time. Not just dealing with the crime that the person may have committed, but supporting that person. And price gouging friends and family who want to support the convict or the inmate. That's, I find that to be immoral. I do. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that I was, price gouging the fuck out of people who are at their lowest point in perhaps their whole life. So, yeah. But I'm just talking about the experience I've had. And I don't know how it is at prisons. I know at prisons you get in-person visitation. I don't know if they are. I don't know the rates of the phones calls. I don't know if they even offer video visitation at prison. But I don't. This is just my experience, and I hate it. But, you know, I'm not going to stop supporting, you know, my boyfriend in this difficult time, no matter how much it costs. But, it's just, I don't know. And you can make the argument of it's capitalism, like people will pay what they have to pay, and if they don't pay it, then the companies will be forced to drop their prices. And that would be true of any other market. Like, if a computer graphics card costs $900, but people are only willing to spend $800 on it, the price is gonna drop to what people will want to spend on it. The company and the consumer kind of balance each other out in terms of prices. But when it comes to incarceration, you want to support that person because they are at the lowest point of their lives. And if they don't have support, they don't get better. So, it's kind of like that rule of customers and companies balancing out the price doesn't apply. I mean, unless you want a bunch of depressed inmates walking around that don't have any contact with their friends or family because they don't want to spend the insane amount of money to keep in contact with the individual. It's just, I don't know. I wish that the market model that works with other companies would work with this type of company. I wish it would, but it doesn't. And another thing before I go, because this video is 17 minutes long already. So another thing is you might be saying, well, Patrick, if you don't like that company, you can always go with another one, right? No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So Securus has a contract with the Denton and Dallas County to provide a visitation services. And it's a mutually beneficial relationship because the county, the Department of Corrections for the county, takes a percent of every video of every transaction. I don't know what the percentage is from Denton County, but I know there at least has to be some percentage. And while on the topic of Dallas County, I expressed to my boyfriend that obviously I didn't want him to get locked up in the first place, but if he did get locked up, I wish he would have gotten locked up in Dallas County. One, because I'm closer to Dallas County, because I live in Dallas County. So I could obviously go up there to see him more often. And two, Dallas County allows in-person visits. They allow plexiglass visits, which is, it's not the best, but it's free if you don't count the miles. And I mean, Denton County doesn't offer that. Denton County offers 2 on-site visits a week per inmate. And his dad, my boyfriend's dad, already uses up one of those. And I'm in Garland, or Dallas, so it would take me an hour on the toll road to drive all the way down to the jail. So it'd be an hour down, spend 30 minutes with him, or 20 minutes actually, because the on-site visits are 20 minutes. So I spend 20 minutes with him through a video screen. It's not PlayStation, it's through a video screen. and then drive an hour back, and that's a waste of gas money. So it's just like, the $6 option is the better option, because I would be spending more on gas money just driving down and back there than if I were to sit at my computer at home and do these home visits. So, I don't know. This video has gone on way too long. It's already 20 minutes. Probably 20 minutes too long. I don't even know why I'm making this. I guess I'm just rambling because for the sake of rambling. But I might call him on New Year's. I might see if he calls me on New Year's. If anything, he'll call me on Friday. On Friday. Because that's when he called. That's when he calls me. So I will do everything. I will get in contact with him, figure out all this, and hopefully we'll get it resolved sooner than later. But I don't know. I thank you all for listening to my rambles. If you've made it this long, congratulations! You've made it this long. You get a cookie, I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm going to go listen to some music and do other things that people do. And you keep browsing YouTube, so bye.